Oh, this one's going to be dope as hell. Hey guys, welcome back to Crooked Hooks Fishing. My name is Alan, and as always, thank you so much for tuning in and watching the video. Tackle review, and this one's going to be a banger because I have two bags ready to go. Now I'll explain why I have two bags. No, this is not 2 months worth. This is the September 6th sack, and then this was a little bonus. And this brings me to a topic that I want to stress to anyone who does mail order or anything like that. When I ordered the September 6th sack, I have a revolving subscription. The first 6 sack ended up getting lost. Obviously with COVID shipping delays and blah, 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 blah. Everything, whatever, it got lost. So I called up 6 Cents and spoke to the customer service department. Speaking of which, Carly, Tyler, you guys are the bomb. Don't let anyone tell you differently. You guys are outstanding. The 6 Cents customer service department sent me another sack, and when I received it, they had also thrown in an extra little bag for me. And check out the dope print on that. Big fish bones. That's awesome. So I actually have 2 bags that I'm going to open. And the point that I was bringing up is companies like this that go out of their way to make the customer happy. They realize, I spend quite a bit of money getting these sacks every month, not just for myself, but to share them with you too as well. Maybe show you stuff that you haven't seen or stuff that you might be willing to try. And these guys take a lot of flack. These guys take a lot. They get calls for shipping delays. They get calls for lost bags. They get calls for this, that, and the other thing. 99% of the time, it's not their fault, guys. They don't work for FedEx. They don't work for USPS. That's all third-party stuff. Once it leaves their grounds, it's out of their hands. Can they follow up on that stuff for you? Yes. But there is absolutely zero reason, and I say this from the heart because I am in the service industry myself, and I know a lot of you are too as well. There is absolutely no reason to be calling any place up, and completely ripping into the customer service associate. Their job is to help you sort it out. Give them the opportunity to sort it out. Don't be a dickhead, okay? That's all I'm going to say about that. Just, you get a lot more accomplished if you're polite, professional, and courteous than you ever would being a dickhead. So keep that in mind, guys. All right, well, we're going to get right into these because we got two bags. I'm totally excited. As always, we're going to start with soft plastics, boys and girls. Not leaving you out. The Skeeter Craw 3.3. So this is your crawfish style bait. This is a soft plastic. And this is the June bug red color. As always, we're going to pull them out. We're going to pull one out. Oh, these things are sexy looking. Oh, these are going to be fire. These are going to be absolutely killer. Look at the colors in this. Purples, blues, blacks, red flake, green flake, purple flake. Oh, man. Blue flake, too. Oh. Texas rigged. Weightless. Dropping this down through the weeds. Come on. Don't be afraid to throw one of these on the back for a jig trail or two as well. You'll want to cut the body down a little bit just so that you can get the profile to the size of the jig. These on a 3/8 ounce or ½ ounce jig. Oh, guys, that's going to be a mess. I'm looking forward to throwing that color a lot. What else have we got? I keep shaking the camera. I apologize. Well, there we go. Coming into Smalley season. Ned Fry. Cosmic Black. Really good for stained dark, stirred up water, or really deep water. Look at that. Really dark black purple. Good amount of flake through there. Tapered tail. Flat end. I usually like to cut mine down to about a 4-inch. These are 5 or 4.6 inches. I like to cut it down right about here. Cut it off right about there. So that way I've got this. Throw that just on a straight Ned. Steve Pixley over at Kicker Custom Lures. Look into the skirted Neds that he does. Woo. Those things are ridiculous good. Ridiculous good. I had great success with the skirted Neds that Steve provided at the beginning of the season when just when the smallies were moving off their beds and stuff like that and the season officially opened. I was just throwing that around rock walls and hard bottom and just banging them. Just banging them. Okay, this is already a good bag because that was it for soft plastics. So we're right into the fun stuff. Right into the fun stuff. So let's start. Really cool. Splashback Popper. This is the first popper I've gotten in a 6 cents bag. And this is in the black magic color. This is really good for overcast, really dark days, where you want a really hard silhouette on the top of that water. Again, we're going to open it up. I'm going to open up every single one of these. It might be a little bit of a longer video, but I don't care. Look at that ridiculousness. That is awesome. And I love the iridescent eyes they put in the black magic baits. Oh, here. Put it in front of my face there. Come on. There we go. See the iridescent eyes? Those things are awesome. And a nice deep purple on the top. That's awesome. I am definitely going to be throwing that this season. There's no reason not to. Really dark, hard profile bait in the late evening or early morning before the sun's really up. You can really get some good reaction bites with that because of the popping, obviously the popping sound. What do we got here? All right. The Movement 80X. And this is in the baby bass. Guys, up here, you know, in southeastern Ontario, tell me that is not just going to get absolutely blasted. Now, the Movement 80X, in my mid-October beatdown video, I was using the Movement 80 Wake. The Movement 80 Wake is a 12-inch diver. It doesn't go any more than a foot. This, the 80X, goes up to 3 feet. So this will go down to 3 feet, get a little closer to the weedy areas. So this will give you the same presence as the Wake. Nice ivory bone bottom. So this will give you the same presence as the Wake, but it's going to go down. It's going to replace the thudding rattle with an actual like BB rattle, because you want it to have a little more noticeability when it's 3 feet underwater. But this thing is going to get smashed. I know it. The movements are some of my go-to baits. So the fact that I got the baby bass in this, very, very excited. Very, very excited. What else we got? The Crush 100X. My last box opening, I got another Crush 100X. I got the Shad Burst. This one is pretty much one of the go-to colors for the 6 cents lures. This is the Chartreuse Pro Blue. And the 6 cents pros all swear by this color. And it doesn't matter where the pro is. Northern U.S., up in the New York and Illinois area, all the way down to Texas. These guys swear by the Chartreuse Pro Blue. And they say this thing gets hit religiously, and I can see why. This thing is gorgeous. Again, molded in gill plates and scales. You know, black nickel hooks that you don't have to change out. This will be banging off a riprap, off of obstructions, dragging it along bottom, making sure that you're making contact with the square bill. No contact, no bite, guys. So you want this thing banging around. I don't have this one. This is a Speed Glide, and this is in the Ghost Bone Minnow. The Speed Glide is a 4.5-inch swim bait. This is a hard swim bait. 7/8 of an ounce, so it's almost an ounce. And again, Ghost Bone Minnow. And the reason it's ghost is because of the translucent body. Nice little ivory chartreuse hue to the bottom. A nice olive green on the top and the translucent middle. A little bit of a rattle to it. Now the Speed Glide, a lot of people don't know how to fish this. It's right in the name. Speed Glide. This is something you cast out and you burn back to you. You burn it back as far as you can. It is not a floating bait, so it will drop down, but you want to be moving this thing at some speed. You want to have that realistic kicking action. You want it just cruising through, and you want to get chasers. That's what's going to get. I've gotten so many pike on the Speed Glides, not even funny. Not even made specifically for pike, but pike just chase these things down like crazy. If you're a pike fisherman and you're looking for a cranking experience, that's a good way to go. Right on. I was hoping for smaller profile baits. This is the Crush 25. Now I showed you the Crush 100, and I mentioned before that there's a Crush 50 and a Crush 25. Well, this is the Crush 25. And the Crush 25s are great because any rig can throw a Crush 25. These are, what is it, 1/4 ounce. They dive 2 to 4 feet. And you can be throwing these on spinning or casting setups. And this is the wild shad color. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful little bait. You see, this is very, very small. But look at the color profile on this. Gold, purple, lime green, little hit of that orange around the belly and an ivory belly. Again, as with all square bills, you want to be making contact with these baits. Nice little gill shading there. Realistic 3D eyes. Awesome. Awesome little bait. Looking forward to throwing that. You know, pond hopping and shallow streams and stuff like that. The Crush 25s are fantastic for that. They do make a Crush Mini 25, and it's called the MD, which stands for Medium Diver. And they will go up to 7 feet. So even if you're not used to deeper cranking with a spinning setup, the Crush 25 is made just for you. Last one in this bag. This is my go-to mid-diving crankbait. This is the Curve 55. The Curve 55 has a unique body profile with an elongated bill. So these will go down to 7 feet. Is it 7? Nope, 5 to 9 feet. So even deeper. And they're a smaller profile bait, so you can target a specific bite out of this. The color on this one is the Ghost Table Rock Shad. Now you see the unique body shape on that? That gives this bait a very, very, very wobbly action. Notice, look how tapered that tail is. Really tapered down there. This is another translucent bait. They have a pretty unique rattle chamber too as well. Got some bronze and purples going across the top with a little bit of chartreuse hue just in the side. You can see it hit there. So yeah, these will go down to 9 feet, which is great for cranking open water or off points when you're dragging it out into deeper water, when you're casting in and then dragging it out towards you. It's really good because you can be sitting in 10 feet of water and you can cast towards shore and you can just run the bottom all the way back out to where you're casting from. It's a fantastic bait for triggering a really aggressive bite because this is something that they can take whole, and they just smash the bejesus out of these things. So that's really, really great. And again, nice little bag. But now we got a second bag. I always like second bag. Second bag is great. Anytime you get free tackle, that's a good day. And it looks like they just jammed this thing full. So we got some soft plastics. Did I get another Skeeter Craw in Junebug Red? I did. I got another pack of the Junebug Reds. That's actually pretty awesome because I was just saying about how much I really like this color and I was going to throw the crap out of it. Glad I got another pack. I got another pack of Ned fries. This is going to be smally heaven, but this one's in the black and blue flake. So I got the cosmic black. Wow. I got the cosmic black, and now I got the black and blue flake. Look at that. Guys, we all know how hard that's going to get smoked. Holy bones. That's just going to get given the wumpus. We know it. I'll be pairing up these Ned fries, definitely with some of those skirted jigs. I can't wait. What else we got here? We got some terminal tackle. Very, very cool. I got 1/4 ounce 3/0 shaky heads. I'm not going to pull these out of the package. We all know what a shaky head is. So 1/4 ounce 3/0 shaky heads. That'll be good for fishing up shallow. Put on those divine shaky worms that I got in the last sack. That'll be cool. What else we got? The Crush 50. But this is not the X. This is the Crush 50 S. And the S stands for silent. And this is the chartreuse blackback. This thing's going to be awesome for stained water. Straight up. Why is it going to be awesome for stained water? Look at the color on that thing. That is killer. I'm going to be cranking this around dirty rip-rapping off of points when the water's all stirred up. Definitely for sure. That is a really nice bait. I'm not too big on the silent baits. I like having a little bit of the chatter going on. But the color alone on that's just ridiculous. And we still got one more in here. This is probably one of the most beautiful baits I have ever seen. This is going to be a clear water killer straight up. This is a Curve Finesse. So this is that 3-foot diver, 1 to 3 foot diver, and this is called the Shad Fantasy color. I have never seen this color. Ever. Oh my gosh. Oh geez. Holy smokes. This is one of the prettiest baits I have ever seen. Guys, look at this thing. Translucent body, gold accents, 3D eyes, a little bit of the red gill, but this is it. This is right here. Look at the gold sparkle on the top of this bait. Look at that. This thing is going to be a straight up clear water killer. I don't even know what to say about this one. This is just absolutely stunning. I'm probably going to have to go online and get a couple more of these because I know I'm going to go through this one this season. I'm going to have to get another one. This is beautiful. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous color. 1 to 3 foot diver. Again, playing off the streams in the clear streams and shallow waters and stuff like that. This thing is just going to be a monster. Just an absolute monster. I cannot wait to throw that. I cannot wait. So, for September, we made out really, really well. Really well. We got 2 awesome bags. We got 4 packs of plastics. I'm not even mad it was a duplicate color because, guys, you saw that color. It's going to be absolutely fire. I got terminal tackle in the shaky heads. And how many hard baits did I get here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hard baits. And all different types. I got shallow divers, mid divers, deep divers, mini cranks, a swim bait, a popper. Like, I couldn't be any more stoked about this bag. If you guys want to get a bag for yourself, I'll put the discount code down in the description of the video, as always. And make sure that you can save some money on your first sack. I'll also put a discount code for regular orders if you just want to try a couple different ones. As mentioned in my last video, I did find a website that sells 6 cents based out of Napanee. So you're looking at very minimal shipping. And if you just want to try a couple 6 cents lures for yourself, go ahead and hit them up. And see what they have to offer and give one a try. Again, I'm not sponsored by 6 cents. I just like sharing these bag openings with you and sharing my excitement over new tackle. It doesn't necessarily have to be 6 cents. It just has to be fun. But that's all I got for you today. So as always, guys, please leave a like and a subscribe if you're enjoying the content. I'll always appreciate the support. Once I get to 100 subscribers, I will be doing up a premium 6 sack for one lucky viewer. And it's going to hold a fair amount of tackle in it. So, if you know other people that might enjoy this content, feel free to share the video over to them too as well. The more the merrier. I'm having a lot of fun doing this. Again, this is a passion project. I'm not looking to become the next great YouTuber or anything, but I'm enjoying this, and I hope you're enjoying it too. So as always, guys, keep your heads above the water, and we'll see you in the next one.